What's going on, people? Welcome to the Flex and KG show. What's going on?
You already know what time it is. What is going on? I hope everyone is well. I hope people are feeling good. Flex, what do you have for us today, bro?
Right on cue. We got a lot to talk about today. I like this energy in the chat right now. Everyone's signing in the free seats. Let us know where you're watching from. Edinson Cavani transfer plea. That's what we're going to be getting into today. There's reports that he's having conversations with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which we already know about. But now this is reported from The Athletic. News that Edinson Cavani's not happy here in terms of he wants his family around. He wants to go back home. He's feeling homesick, which we can all respect and understand at this stage of his career, you know. But you saw in his performance against Spurs what he can offer us. And we're just going to talk about what it looks like with him staying versus what it looks like with him going, and your initial thoughts on that. I want to see that. There's some stuff about Eric Bailly. I know Mark touched on it earlier as well, but I want to talk about it, and I know you do, and you guys in the free seats as well. Stuff about Varane and Koundé. Talk about Milinkovic-Savic. Again, I remember the summer before we got Bruno, it was all about Milinkovic-Savic. I remember being on tour with Josh 2019. The whole transfer summer was about Savic, and we never ever got him. So there's loads and loads to talk about. So let's get straight into it right at the top of the show, man. Cavani transfer plea. Look, I'll read the quotes. So you can get a feel for it. Yeah, so you can get a feel for it. So Man United would like to keep Cavani, but he's made it clear in talks with Solskjaer and Ed Woodward that it's not about money. So we can't just go, Eddie, don't worry, we'll give you all of these P's, all of this, that, and the other. He's saying, bro, I'm big man, I got P's. Yeah, I'm all about the happiness. That's the first bit. Man United think Cavani would thrive under this management group and these teammates in a non-COVID environment. So what they're saying is once COVID's passed, we know we got you. Yeah. The next bit is this, which is quite interesting. If Edinson Cavani leaves, and this is reported by The Athletic, if Edinson Cavani leaves, Manchester United know he'll need replacing, and that proven number 9s are very difficult to get and very expensive. They don't want another situation where they're trying to sign one on loan at the last minute, like they tried to do with Igalo, and also they did it with Cavani as well, last minute. So they're trying to avoid that. So Man United are basically, if you look at it this way, for once, maybe we're actually trying to plan ahead so we don't arrive there and go, shit, what do we do? But at the same time, it's Man United. Yeah. So we probably won't be too forceful in trying to make him choose. And then we'll get halfway through the summer and he goes, yeah, boy, I know I was saying I was going to stay, but you know what? What are you saying? What are you saying on it?
It's a weird one, you know. I feel conflicted in this moment because as good as I believe Cavani is there better in the world? Is there something younger, someone that can stay fit? So him wanting to leave the country and go home, like, I'm not upset about it. I get it. He's played a long time in France. He's missed out on a lot of his kids' development or growing up. There's a lot of things that he's missed, and he's in the twilight of his career. He's won a lot. He's had a decorated career. He's respected as a striker. If he wants to hang up the boots and chill out and still play football, get paid, go and do that. Do you know what I mean? I think it'll be wrong of me to say you don't deserve to do that. Now, Man United are one of the biggest clubs in the world. Yeah, we shouldn't say, because it's hard to find a striker, we're not going to try. Do you know what I mean? Or the budget changes or the fee changes. Us as a team should say, who's the next kid that's coming? That's a good striker. That's what we paying scouts for. Like, who is the kid that we can say, let's go get him? Or who can we unsettle? What player can we say, what player can we say we can unsettle him and he could play for us? Those are the kind of conversations that I feel we need to be having. So it's almost the club are like, they're scared because they're going to have to do their job. Do you know what I mean? That's what they're saying, is that, no, please stay, because summer's going to be really difficult for us. Bro, you lot should be looking for the next man. You should be. If a club
shouldn't be having to rely on him. That's what Paul Robinson says here in the free seats. We're begging a 34-year-old last-minute injury-prone striker who doesn't want to be here to stay. What the F?
In the mud. And that's where it comes down to. We need to, and you already know, like, if he does stay, like, I'm not upset with it. Flex on. I'll drop one. No,
Big up, Ryan. Big up.
if he does stay, what he does bring, and I get what they're saying with the fans. If Cavani felt the Man United fan base, and he literally he feels like he could be a cult hero, the way he celebrates, bro, there's so much raw passion that Man United fans will get. We love Herrera because he showed that heart. You know what I mean? So the fans would fall in love with Cavani. Unfortunately, he hasn't seen us to experience.
Yeah, it's mad. I keep forgetting we ain't even seen him. I've actually forgotten.
We've never cheered on a Cavani goal, like never, and that feels like a crime because I think if he felt that, he'll be like, "I'm staying." Right now, he's doing training, home, no fans.
That's an interesting point. That's an interesting point. I mean, some people may say, "Nah, no way, it lies on that." But I think this is something that I haven't really heard spoken about. Yeah. You know, is the prospect of. Also, it depends how we finish the season, I think, because if we do win the Europa League and he gets a taste of it and we finish second, which looks almost nailed on now, and he's an integral part of us winning the Europa League, plays in the final, presuming we get there and stuff. Yes, he could look at it like, all right, I've done my thing in 1 year, won a cup, I'm going to leave on high. But he also could think fans are coming back next year. I'm going to experience, at least I'm going to get the full experience of Manchester United. Maybe that is there. Benny Kale says Greenwood's the young player. When you were saying, you know, who's the young player we're going to get next?
No, but I think you can't just have Greenwood is very, as is in his name, he's green. You know what I mean? There's still a lot more for him to do. I do like the when you think about him leading the line, it's like, oh, is it too soon? You know, but then at the same time, how old was Rooney when Rooney signed for us?
18, 17, 18.
But we put a lot of pressure.
What was he, 16? Nah, I'm sure Rooney was 17, 18.
Rooney when he signed for us, because
it was 17, 18.
Rooney was really,
because when he played against Arsenal and he done that goal against Everton, against Arsenal, against Seaman, sorry, when he dipped it under the crossbar. He was 16, so he must have been about 17 when he signed for us.
Is it too soon for him to lead the line, Greenwood?
I think so.
Oh snap!
You know why?
Go on.
You know why? Because Rooney was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying Mason's not gonna be unbelievable. But I think he still has that, let's just chill, like, let him grow, he's on a good trajectory. Whereas Rooney was already doing the thing, like, he was just a different animal. Like, but I know the numbers, I know what you're going to say, what Mason is probably about to do, like, only Rooney's done it. Like, I get it, he's kind of in the same breath as a teenager, I get it. But like they're saying there in the comments, like, Rooney was a pit bull. Rooney had a lot of experienced players around him as well. Exactly. Like, Rooney came into a ready-made team.
I understand what you're saying, yeah. But a little part of me looks at Greenwood, I say, he's good with his left, good with his right. Yeah?
Yeah, he is.
Like, he's a bit deadly. And he hasn't been said, you know what, 20 games, hold it down. That's you. Centre forward.
No, because I think that's too much. I actually think that's too much for him. Someone said it there. Paul Robinson says Mason is not there yet. Finishing, yes. Hold up play, not. We're not progressive enough for him as a striker. Because you have to think, even at times when he's played up front this season, whoever's played up front there, they've all had their turn of us saying, "Oh, they're not really in the game. They're not really getting chances because of how we play." I just feel that Mason as well, from the right-hand side, how he can cut in, and he's learning that. He's learning when to cross, when to cut in on his left foot and shoot, when to chop again, come back on his right. He's adding a few strings to his bow. I just like his trajectory, and to me, he's not a Rooney like what Rooney was then. Do you see what I'm saying?
Rooney was something different, but I just look at Mason, I'm like, is there a lot of players, and I'm not gassing him right now and saying that he's second coming, but is there a lot of players that can do what he can do? And the answer is no. If they call him great players, you say to yourself, well, like, let him play. Did you see the clip that I sent to you the other day about the little kid that's playing?
Yeah.
That little kid, he's 11. He's 11.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Playing with men, yeah. That's insane. So sometimes you say, you know what? I know it's the age-old line. If he's good enough, he's old enough. But it's like, do we say, you know what? It's time now. The next
I
season,
nah, I don't. Nah, I honestly, I really disagree.
you don't
I
like it.
disagree.
I don't.
Nah, not.
I'm just asking. I'm not
Yeah,
saying.
or not disagree. Sorry,
Yeah,
I really don't think that is the way. Saruba says if the club's plan is to make Cavani and Greenwood to centre forward, then Martial's gone? Question mark.
Martial to go, bruv. I'm on it.
And Matin says we should do a swap deal for Martial and Haaland.
Martial needs to go, fam. I don't care what you lot think.
Whoa!
Oh, bruv.
Where's this come from?
No, I just feel that way.
No, but you haven't really said. You haven't really.
Because I'm like,
said.
go. He can go. Like, he can go. Like, you're here. If you're gonna listen, if we're gonna upgrade, we upgraded De Gea somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
We decided that De Gea is no longer good enough. Yeah. And he's done stuff in this team. Yeah. So my thing is, Martial, it's like I always know every season I think of him, I'm like, plays a few games, gets injured. Martial has injuries in his career, like at this club. We're not talking about something different. And then let's look at his goal. Let's look at what he's bringing. And I get hold up play, guys. But if you lot want someone to hold up the ball, we can find that in world football. If that's all you want, yeah, we can find the ball hold up. We can find someone that does that. Martial, for me, I've enjoyed it. Thank you for your service. But maybe it's time to cut, fam. That's it. It's not like, and I get it. Martial, man, them come at me, fam. But I'm saying, you're coming at me. Where's he, bruv? At home, fam. I'm just saying, the guy is not, the guy, has he gone up another level? What we want? No. It's fine. If I can get something better, if I can cash in, I'll cash in, bruv.
I mean, we'll get back to Cavani because that's what this is about. But really, we're talking about strikers, which is the topic.
Yeah.
I did say this at the beginning of before Martial got injured, just while he's been playing poorly this season.
Yeah.
That if the right offer came in and we could use that to go and put money towards a Haaland or towards a something, I would do it. However, I do understand that. I do understand that. But I would like to keep Martial in terms of having that real squad depth in terms of like, you know, like, because I want to get to City's level of having like two man in every position that is really of a caliber. I feel like if you kept Martial and got the number 9,
well, that means
you're asking for.
Benchman. That means you're telling Martial you're the benchman. You can't.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. You have to realign it. Like, I'm not saying get out, but I'm saying you have to say, well, boy, we got Harry Kane now. No, you got Haaland. You got someone like that. I know we're not going to get those two. I do believe that. But what I'm saying is, I've got no problems with Martial still being with us next year. You know, interchanging for Rashford, coming in up front for whoever we do, or coming in for Cavani if he stays or whatever. I don't want my top thing is not sell Martial. That's not my biggest thing to get done this season.
What I'm saying, if you can cash in, my thing is cash in.
Yeah, but back to the Cavani thing.
Yeah,
I mean, if he left,
yeah.
Are you trusting us to maybe then go and only spend? We'd have to go and spend the best part of what 40 to 50 million on a CDM if we're serious about getting that. If we want the centre half, we need to spend with how Man United are. There's Varane for 60 million and stuff, but would we go for him? I don't know. But between 40 and 60 million, let's say.
Yeah.
And if you add a striker into that, if we want a bad boy striker, in like what it says there in the Athletic, United want to avoid having to do that, try and get one for in the last minute and, you know, fill in the gap. They're going to want to go and get a player. How do you see us spending the money if Cavani leaves? How does that affect what we do?
What we need to do is bring in Lingard is tearing it up. Like, that's great for us. I'm not saying bring him back. I'm saying that's great in terms of...
Don't you think he'll be good? Don't you think, well, are we failing him? Have we failed him, or he's just found his, like, where...
But he's not better than Bruno. He's not better than Bruno. And West Ham play a style of football that no one's going to do low block for West Ham. No disrespect, but that's the way it goes.
It's a whole different thing. And Jesse's the man there as well. Like, they look for him like he's the man. Yeah.
Jesse comes back over here. You're not the main man. Do you know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are like, we failed. No, we didn't. Like, the teams are going to go and you're like, a Premier League manager might get sacked if he goes super defensive against West Ham. No disrespect, but
I agree.
Yeah. So Lingard looks good right now. Is he a number 10? Is he better than Bruno? Hell no. I don't care what he's doing. Yeah. Bruno is better. Period. It's finished. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you give Jesse that freedom and make him the man,
When do we have freedom? When do we have freedom? Dan James can't even find space to run into. Jesse Lingard's afforded space. I'm looking at him doing runs. I'm like, we don't get that kind of freedom. People don't set up against us like that.
Is it the manager? Can't we change the style of football to get the best out of Jesse? How could he just leave straight away and be that good?
Because it's what the tactics, how teams are setting up against them is different to how they're set up against us. We can see it. Like look at the goals he's scoring. Are we getting that? You can't tell me that, that's because they play a super brand of football. Because who's their manager? Like, who is he? I know you remember him.
Did we fail Moyes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
Oh, my God.
Michael says Martial will end up being like Gnabry. He was showing signs at Arsenal before leaving. Under a proper manager like Flick, Martial will be a monster. Another super chat here from HKN says, so you're telling me Greenwood right now would do better than Martial up front? No way. Martial overall gameplay is better than Greenwood, and Cavani take out the goals. Martial is class. I know you can't find someone to hold up the ball. Ask Lukaku.
What did he say? Cavani take out the goals. What? Wait, he just said the striker take out the goals.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
Man said take away the goals from a striker. What will he be?
That's like saying, yeah, well, if you take away David De Gea's saves, what is he?
Defender, fam. Take away the goals. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, it's a bit nuts.
Look, end of the day, yeah. I liked Martial. I like Martial. It's not. I don't hate Martial at all. But I'm like, guys, as you said, you want more for this club. That's it. Yeah. And if you face him back, wait, come on, please.
No, I love winding people up, guys. I'm just anyway.
All right, cool. We played on the. You say to yourself, all the strikers we've had at this club, yeah, all of them, yeah. Where does Martial rank with what we've had? Is he in that? Is he up there with the Mandem? Is he better than Rooney?
Of course not.
Is he better than Van Nistelrooy?
No, of course not.
Is he on levels with Andy Cole, Dwight York?
No.
So not even Solskjaer. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Whoa! Is Martial better than Solskjaer?
How though? Was he like? How many Solskjaer get more off the bench than him, bro?
I was saying he's better than Oli.
Okay, he's better than Oli. What's his that? Because he's got Tekkers.
He just looks a bit better on the ball, yeah. No, I'm joking. Solskjaer's big man. He won the big man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Solskjaer again. So then you go through it and you say, wait, but so what? Like, the great ones that played here, where does he rank? Where does he come in? Is he going to get into one of our greatest teams? Yes, he's the fans' favorite. I agree. He can be your favorite, but he might not be good enough. I like Fletcher. Was he the best player here? No, he weren't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can like someone and say, you know what, big up, thanks for your service, bro. Is he better than Saha?
Louis Saha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saha, like...
Saha was cold. Saha was cold.
Saha, Fulham's, like...
He was cold. When they had the Pizza Hut...
you don't understand what Saha was doing.
Saha, Steve Malbronk them, man. HKN Music says, KG, the same man to not rate Kane over Drogba because Kane has more goals, more to football than goals. The way Ollie plays don't allow a number 9 to get a lot of goals.
Wait, hold on. Wait, go on. No, we have to respond to that. KG is the man to rate Kane over Drogba. Now, listen, Drogba, yeah, the way he would mistreat, like Drogba was one of my favorite African players. The way he would mistreat Rio and solo striker, you know, it doesn't get talking about.
Mistreat any centre halves.
He is a problem. I love Drogba. Like,
he just wasn't actually as clinical as people think he was, but you just know he's an absolute problem. Proper striker.
Period.
Pisoka 21 says, let Cavani go and get Kane and Basuma. Play Martial left wing.
Martial ain't playing on the left, bro. Thing is there, fam. Rashford's there.
Some people are saying put Paul Pogba then take Rashford out.
Right.
Gabriel Noel says, can't wait for Tony to pull up next season when we get a right wing CDM and centre back and sit all the haters down as top scorer. Martial, and this is a good point. Martial has proved he can score goals. He can. He did it last year. I know he hasn't proved he can do it at a consistent rate, but neither has Marcus Rashford to the last 2 seasons as well. Like there has been no consistency since these guys have been in.
Rashford got better every season. It's the fact.
Yeah, but their goals are about similar though. They're about the same.
No,
they're about the same. Not this season, but I'm saying in general, they're not far off. They're not far off.
And he's older than him. Do you know what I mean? Like he's older. There's a more expectation, yeah, and there's stuff that you have to deliver. They're not the same age. You got to do something, fam. Period. One came from the academy. One is something else. One was told that he's gonna.
English. Certain people are saying English bias. English bias.
One is, you know, there's
English bias.
It's not going to happen today, Flex.
A guy of African descent with English bias. Hello, English bias. Gabriel Noel says,
no,
hold on, let me read these super chats out. Sorry, one sec. Michael says it's no coincidence that every player that leaves Man United does better. Gomez, Lingard, Lukaku, Di Maria. Even Darmian is killing it. I know, yeah, he scored a good goal the other day. Jay Lings fam says, KG, remember when you said we should keep Meet James and sell Lingard? Do you still believe that was right? Did KG say that? And Jake Marshall says, my fear is that the club perceive Cavani deal as a success and will be all over a 32-year-old free agent if he leaves. No cost, just wages. HK Music, I've read that one. And yeah, Jay Lings fam, I've read that one.
You got the Nigerian community getting crazy. Yeah, English bass makes me sick. I got Timmy's losing it, bro. Let me get into it. What? Oh, darn it. So Lingard has to. For me, Lingard, he can go, fam, and he's done us a favor. Amazing. Dan James, like his time will come on and say, you know what, surplus requirements. Like he's not really. How much did Dan James cost? What, 10 million? And then there's a lot of people over here telling me that Martial's better than Rashford. Don't stop being stupid. He's not. He's not. And that the killer is Flex. No matter what, yeah. Every time we go, we do let's say when we link up. When you link up with other fan channels, and you say, let's pick an 11. Yeah. Gets in all the time. I'm not making it up.
Yeah, they're more scared of Rashford. Yeah,
Rashford always gets in. Does Martial get in? No, he doesn't, fam. First sub. I'm not taking the piss. This is what the others are saying. This is what people that have no attachment, no passion to us, they can just see he's good. He doesn't need to play. No, and that's it. And Rashford always gets in. So you can't convince me on any Sunday, any day of the week, that thing is better. No way. And in this season, it's proved. This season, yeah, he has gone on. He's been consistently climbing up with his numbers. And then now all these people want to come at me and say, goals are not important. Strikers don't need goals. Shut up.
Yeah, but then we're saying, Marcus Rashford's not a striker.
Listen, he's an attacking player and he's getting goals.
Would you play him at number 9?
Huh? What? No, he plays. He's on the left, and he's doing.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not a number 9. He's not a striker, is he?
That's fine.
Martin says Jesse swapped Rice 30 million. And what? So if Cavani does stay, then let's talk about if Cavani does stay. How would you spend 100 million then? How would that affect the 100 million? The 100 million kitty. If we can keep Cavani, and then obviously. Assuming we're going to keep Martial, because I don't think he's going anywhere.
We're not getting anyone.
Even with 100 mil that we got,
bro. This club, yeah, they're playing games with our hearts, yeah. And this is why, they don't want a mad summer. They're looking at the situation. Cavani's now gone into the dressing room and said, "You man, hear what's happening." He said, "You man, it's not money related. I want to leave. I'm cutting." Them no, please, He's like, no, seriously, I don't care about finances. I actually want to see my family.
He's like, I'm up. Don't worry about me.
But if you go, we have to go into the market. Yeah. I'm going home to my family. He's like, no, but stay. Bro, I'm going home. I don't understand what's wrong with this club. We got a director of football. We got a communications director. We got all these people. Can you do some work, please? Like, do your job.
Start earning your corn, yeah, 100%.
Do your damn job, bruv. Finding the hard strikers hard. Well, like, how do other clubs do it? That's it. How do other clubs get this job done? Because somehow only we struggle. Yeah. And you say like Richarlison's killing it. You look at the other one that plays with him, Calvert-Lewin. He's another one. You look at the kid at Wolves, the one that was linked to heavily. Was linked to that striker at Wolves, got the big injury, was out for a bit.
Jimenez.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I want Jimenez now. I'm just saying that. And then there's Kane. Kane that's going to be sitting at that club, yeah, and he might not get top 4, and he's talking about leaving. Go and throw the peas at that, because that's a good investment. If you don't like actors, go and get Kane. And
HKN says Martial is a better footballer than Rashford. It's not all about goals. The overall play of Martial will make the team play better and win more games than Rashford's play.
He's got 7 goals and Rashford's not. That's it. I'm not here for that, bro. Doing that.
I'm just reading the super chats. Why are you shooting the messenger?
No, I'm with these people, yeah, but all it is I don't know what Martial's done. I don't know what level of judge, yeah. Martial has got 7 goals this season. You cannot compare him to Rashford. When they do team of the season, Rashford gets in, and it's the rival fans.
Yeah, but I can see you next year, though. If Martial does do the madness and come back and start doing this thing, I can see you there, fully there, with energy.
Celebrating.
Yeah, just doing the whole Martial, like this is my guy. Like, I can see you doing it.
I'm shameless.
100%. Yeah, you're the worst. You're the worst.
What did you say to me the other day? I called you about Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You said he's doing his job.
Yeah.
So I've got a player that's not doing his job, and you're telling me to enjoy him. Why?
No, I'm gonna say when he starts doing his job again, but you'll go over. You won't just go. But you won't go flex. He's doing his job. If Martial starts doing a Mazza next season, you're gonna go off. Because you're the biggest flip flop going. Sandre says we need Alexis Sanchez from Inter to fix the number 7. Whoa.
I don't know what's wrong with this kid.
But anyway, it's all about opinion. J Links fam says you don't rate Martial, but you rate James. Explain KG's IQ.
I don't rate James. What are you not talking about? I don't rate James.
Bill Ingram says when Martial has a bad game, he completely disappears. When Rashford has a bad game, he runs down blind alleys trying to do something, but I prefer the one who's trying and not the one who disappears. That's kind of true. If they're both having an absolute stinker, Rashford can still give you something like out of nothing from nowhere. Martial has only 4 league goals.
This is what we're fighting for. This is at this club. Remember when you talk about that? You see the same people that are defending Martial, are the same people that will cuss Ollie and say that the standards are dropped. Bro, you got to make it make sense, bro. The math ain't mathing. That's the main line. He's got 4 league goals.
Math ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing, fam. He's got 4 league goals, and you man are fighting for him, bro. I'm telling you that this is not good enough. Now, what don't you hear about that? What's so hard? I like these players, but it's not good enough. If you're telling me that this is this club, we're a world-class club, we're this, that, we're this, we're that, bro, there's standards, and minimum from a striker, at least what we're talking double figures, minimum, really and truly 15 goals minimum. That's when you can say, I've done something. Now you're not telling me goals don't matter. I can hold the ball up. Bring in Fellaini to hold up the ball, fam.
HK Music says, so let's put Rashford up front and see what happens. Put Martial on the left and he scores just as many goals as Rashford and plays better. Just what Ricky says all the time. It's about the team playing better. And there's another super chat here. Matt says, why does KG rate James? A lot of people are saying you said it. A lot of people are saying you said it.
Wait.
They are. They're not. Because I do remember when you did say it, though.
No, is he the answer to the right-hand side?
Huh?
What, when I said, is he the answer to the right-hand side?
Not just that. In general, you were just like saying how, saying how good, you were saying how good he is. You're saying that people give him a hard time. They shouldn't give him a hard time. Put respect on his name.
Bro, he's 10 million, fam. He's 10 million and he's not like, he's actually doing what was on the tin. We weren't expecting. How many chances did Martial miss? You ask yourself that question, bro, since you're the Martial fan, fam. The end of the day,
why are you putting target
HKN, bro?
Oh.
I'm saying you answer that question, bro. All I know is got 4 goals, 4 Premier League goals. Is that good enough, Mr. Music Man?
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's really funny about this? Yeah.
What's that?
You're getting personal with HKM music. He's got you. He's in. He's in there. He's in.
Look,
Big up.
all I'm saying is we are getting crazy. I understand it. Like Marshall is you like him. I like Marshall. Like when my daughter was born, she didn't really smile that much in it. So all the family used to call her Marshall. Do you know what I'm saying? So she went on smiling. My daughter was not on smiling. She had one facial expression. So she's known in a lot of the family as Marshall in it.
Do you call your daughter Anto?
So now, yeah, I get it. Like my brother will call me. My brother's gonna call me after this, and he's gonna say, man, like, why are you hating on Marshall?
Why are you hating on him though? You weren't hating on him last year when he was a top scorer.
I'm not hating. Exactly. You need to do your job every season.
Yeah, but then you just want to get rid of him because he's had one good season and because he couldn't follow up. You just want to just get rid of him.
Cashing vibes, fam. I'm cashing FC, fam. The same way I'm like at the
so
end.
So if Rashford has a shit season next season, you're going to cash in on him too?
I'm cashing now because he's been steadily going up, bro.
English bias.
Look, go on. Let's do it. Go and look, bruv. Go and look at Marshall's his returns every season, and you tell me if we're being on an upward slant. You go and check it.
Jake Marshall says KG's Wi-Fi got him ghosting in and out like Swayze. I don't know. You look right to me. Abject says anyone who thinks Rashford is better than Martial needs footballing lessons. This season has been an aberration for him. KG, your hat is rolled up like a condom, blood.
Yeah, condom MC, bruv.
And yeah, we've read that one.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. This is not me taking the piss. Yeah. Hold on. Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Martial. Yeah, official website. Martial 25, 258 appearances, total goals 78. Is that good enough?
Need better. Need higher.
I'm not taking the piss.
Yeah. What's Rashford's one?
There you go. Let's go. Rashford
Won't be much more.
Remember, Rashford. How old is Rashford?
Couple of years younger than he.
Yeah,
not loads. Not loads.
He's younger. Here we go. Rashford, 172 appearances, 54 goals. There you go.
It's about the same ratio.
I go to the thingy. I go to the Man United because I'm not looking on the Man United thing still. Let's go. Boom. Marcus Rashford. There you go. 23, 262, 87 goals, bro. It's different. It's different. It's different.
KG, name Rashi competition on the left wing versus Tony as a 9.
What's that?
KG, name Rashi competition on the left wing versus Tony as a 9. So, like, basically, Rashford gets to play every game because you don't have any competition.
He can get him out there. This is what I'm saying. If Rashford's playing, you lot said to me, this is the argument that you lot made. You said, is Cavani being at this club affecting Rashford's? Is Cavani being at this club affecting Martial? Is he upset? Does he feel like I should be playing number 9? So that's why he's down in tools. We've tried to break down so many different reasons as to what is affecting him. Bro, if you get picked in this club, if you get picked to play for this team, you got to make it work. And the funny thing is, his relationship, and this season's happened, his relationship with Shaw hasn't been as good. It's not lying. It's the truth. These are facts. Him and Shaw have not connected well to get the best out of Shaw when they're playing together. That's not gas. That's honest truth.
Okay, let's move it on. Let's move it on. Kenny Bling says, since the team plays better, how much assist does Tony have? And J-Lings fam says, I say it again, how good is KG's IQ? He preferred James to stay and said we should sell Martial and Lingard.
Martial said to sell this just now, yeah? And Lingard, he had to go. Lingard, I said we can sell Lingard and get money for him, yeah? James he's just got here for 10 million, so there's context to that. So I get what you're trying to do. It's not going to work today, bro.
I think it's work because you're rattled.
I understand what he was trying to do, but
you're blocking it. You're blocking it.
It's not working. But
Abject says, with Tony, you need to look at the minutes played per goals. I challenge KG to dig that and then talk. This season not to be considered.
All right, let's not consider this season.
No,
consider it. Listen to what we're saying right now.
no. Look, I want to move away from Martial. I'm just reading out the super chat.
Move on then. Let's go.
HKN says Tony has had a complete Sanchez, Zlatan, Lukaku, Cavani. Please name who Rashford has had to compete with. KG from HKN Music as well. Right, let's move it on. Eric Bailly reports today saying that surplus. You know what I mean? Man United will risk losing him for free. They do want him to stay, but Eric Bailly's frustrated at the lack of playing time. Yeah. You've got a Varane story here today that was in the Daily Mail that's basically saying United are exploring the move for Rafael Varane. He's been given encouragement that he's ready to leave Real Madrid at the end of the season. He's valued at around 60 million. There is a growing recognition at United that Varane fits the profile to play alongside Maguire. And obviously Eric Bailly going out of the door. How are you seeing that? The first person there says, Michael Jones says injury prone. And let me just get the super chat out before you take it. Karen Moore says, imagine selling Lukaku then saying it's not about goals when the guy we showed faith in only gets 4 goals. I don't regret selling Lukaku, but Martial got a buck up. That's what KG's been saying. And Daniel says, Marcus got 20 goals in the past 2 years. First time post-Fergie. But apparently he had an average season. Yeah, 100%. This is, back-to-back 20 goal a season, man. Like when people were saying about just slap Pogba on the left, I'm saying I can see he plays all right there, but we're just going to forget that Marcus Rashford just got back-to-back 20 goals a season from there. You can't. But anyway, back to the Eric Bailly situation, Varane, centre-back.
All right, cool. Listen. Bailly... It's a shame because I feel like Bailly's been like a victim of his own injuries, and Oli, for instance. Like Oli won't play Bailly. Bailly's, when he is fit, he won't get a run of games. And sometimes a player like that, I think you just got to let him play and see what happens. But it's never going to happen. So now Bailly, he has to work in a situation where he has to come in and help us when he's called off the bench. But that's what's causing the injuries. That's what's hurting him, because we can see Bailly's our best defender. He is. Do you know what I mean? Like, Bailly's our best defender, never available, never fit. But then sometimes we say, oh, he's never fit, but there's times when he's available and we don't play him. You know what I mean? Then you bring a player in cold, can't get rhythm, can't get form. The way I look at Bailly as like how I look at Twanzebe as well. We've killed him. We've killed Twanzebe. How has Twanzebe not played enough games? Twanzebe played a lot of the Aston Villa season and he's not played. Do you know what I mean? And it's only because somehow Oli loves Lindelof and Maguire. Period. Those are his two. That's his pair. This is it. And it's a shame because the only way Bailly plays for this team is if he accepts that you have to come off the bench.
Which is true. And would you be looking to spend 60 million on Varane if he left? And then again, it kind of depends on how much money is available, whether Cavani stays or goes, because I just think him leaving or staying is going to free up 50, 60 million.
But on a free, though, again, this is what I'm talking about, bad business. Bailly leaving on a free is insane.
Because he's not going to sign.
Bailly leaving on a free just makes me sick. But then there's all these players, somehow, and that's why I talk about how the club is run, why there's an issue here, because you got Pogba potentially leaving on a free. Yeah. You got Bailly that can leave on a free. You got all these players. So when I'm like sell up, like again, now we're gonna, and I know I'm not trying to go back to Martial, but Martial's gonna remember this treatment and he's gonna say, well, I'm not signing a new contract. How do you get him off the books then? How? Like then he's got the club at his, usually when a player's down to 2 years, we renew usually. That's
you're supposed to start negotiating, man.
We start to negotiate somehow.
18 months a year. Yeah.
Our players get into the final bits of their contract, and that's when they hold us to ransom. So many of these players have us by the balls. Do you know what I mean? And it's a shame that we didn't sell Bailly when the right time to sell him, because there could have been there probably was a window, but like us, I don't think we're ruthless enough. You know what I mean? We're not ruthless enough. I think we look at a situation and say, oh, maybe he should hold on. Maybe he can recover his thing. No, people still rate him, sell. And that's all I did. With the Lingard thing, a lot of people will call me and say, hey, give Lingard another shot. No, he's made his value, sell.
Yeah. You're saying, use that to cash in on your asset because they haven't got a future with you anymore.
Use that, sell. Don't wait until Like there was a moment with Pereira. We did it with same thing with Pereira. Pereira was almost sought after, looked at, like wanted, and then we missed the market. We missed the time because he's never going to fit into the team. We should have sold him. Now we're in this wonderful place with Delo. What do we do, Delo? Are we going to let him run down his contract and try and make him compete with Aaron Wan-Bissaka? He knows he's not going to play. He leaves for free as well. These are the fundamental issues that are wrong with this club. You know what I mean? So with Bailly, I imagine he's going to leave anyway. Is Varane the next guy to come in? I don't know enough about Varane. If I wanted to choose like a player that I like, I do love Marquinhos from PSG. I know we're not getting him, but that's a player that I look at and say, I like what he stands for, I like his leadership attributes. I've seen enough of him. I don't watch consistent La Liga to tell you that
Varane's proper. I'll say that on record. Varane's very good. He is very good. Don't get me wrong, he's been part of a very successful Real Madrid side. I think it's easy, but sometimes we kind of use that against players to say because they've been playing with the best, like he was there when Prime Ronaldo was there, and he's been next to Ramos the whole time and they won everything and stuff like that. He's playing next to Marcelo Herrera. It's easy to kind of tarnish them in a negative way and say, yeah, but what would they be like if they had to step up by themselves? Like, because he's won the World Cup as well. But you don't play with the best players consistently every single year at the top level if you ain't one of the best as well. Do you know what I'm saying? You get replaced after a year or two. And so people like a PK and Busquets and all that, you can't just say, yeah, but if you took them out of Barcelona, maybe they'd be shit. Well, yeah, you could argue that. But the main thing is, how about they're just flipping top players? Yeah, because they keep playing. But Varane is very good. I'd love to see us sign Varane.
Ain't Varane got some? He doesn't want to sign a new contract, does he?
He doesn't want to sign a new contract. So I think we absolutely got to be in for him. We got to be in for him, man. I really do. Sondre says Donny van der Beek is undergoing a butt lift due to bench damage from being on there too much. I'd love to see us go for Varane. But with the Bailly situation I was looking at this. I'm looking at the centre backs. Yeah, let's have this not uncomfortable conversation, but you've been speaking some facts about Martial and saying, look, this is just what it is.
Yeah,
we lost 4 games this year in the Prem. 4, and I'm not saying for 1 second that we don't need to look at the centre back pairing, but what I'm saying is people have over the course of the season when Maguire's been bad, especially at the start. Yeah, started off with the Mazza in Greece. It started off awful this season. At fault for a lot of goals. We're seeing a lot of his bad attributes. Do you know what I mean? But he has got more steady. Like in the last couple of months, he has. Yeah, and our biggest grievances haven't been, fuck's sake, man, look at all these goals we're conceding. We're losing games because we keep conceding and stuff. We don't concede many goals. We actually don't concede a lot of goals. Well, our biggest thing is look at the crap football we play. Look, why can't we, you know what I mean? Our defensive solidity has actually been one of the things this season that has, at times it's been frail when the types of goals concede against the fast players where you're like, that's why you need Bailly, you can play high up. I get that. But what I'm saying is at times a season where, if I counter that, where we've not been great and we can't score or we only score 1 or nick it 2-1, it's because we don't concede a lot of goals. We don't really ship 3 goals a game, 4 goals.
No, but then again, we can see what's nice about this is at the end of the season, we can really change things to fit the narrative that we want to create about the centre backs. We playing with 2 defensive midfielders in serious protection.
Right. So then that's what I'm saying. So is that not arguing that that's the priority there? I'm saying we do need a centre back. We do need a centre back.
Yeah,
but we've only lost 4 games all year.
No, but we played 2. We played 2. But we play 2 to protect those guys. That's something that we have to, like, our football dies going forward because we're playing 2 defensive midfielders to look after those guys behind us.
Right. So Gypsy Pinto says there. So it says your point. They're protected by McFred, so your point don't count, which is basically what you're saying. Yeah. But how good is the protection? Because we say McTominay and Fred are shit every week.
No, but that's I think that
we need a proper CDM who can actually protect.
No,
which one is it?
We need a centre back. We need a CDM that can, because the problem with McTominay and Fred is you want them to be one player. Like we if McFred existed, as in that was the player, we'd be happy. and now it will allow us to bring in that other player. But what's even in the other few games against Tottenham, Thingy was almost exposed. Maguire was almost exposed twice for pace. What's changed in our game now is Henderson's willing to come off his line and try to sweep.
Which is why I think Varane would be a good partner for him as well. Like Coco Cabana says, I'm not saying keep it the same. I'm just saying, just take a step back and assess how bad it actually is.
They're not good enough. Flex, they're not good enough. Maguire and we know that. Like, let us not get, because I don't understand how everyone's saying CDM's the most important. Bro, we really need, like, have you seen what Harry Maguire and Thingy have done? And I know you're saying, we conceded only 4 goals this season. But we only had 4 losses this season. But what about all the draws and defensive mistakes? Those were from the draws. When we're talking about not commanding the box, when we're talking about Maguire defending, holding the hand of Luke Shaw, or defending Aaron Wan-Bissaka, or not even defending, bruv. Or when we talk about Lindelof, missed kick, like, there's been so many moments, because you take away some of them draws, you turn them into wins, we're really in a title race. We're in that 21 and 21. We're not there because we have drawn so much this season. So 4 goals, 4 losses can mask it and pretend that everything was okay. No, those centre-backs.
What's more important? The centre-backs or the centre-mids?
Centre-back is the most important. Centre-back, when you build from there. Maguire, I don't care who it is, but just not together. Centre-back.
Would you take like a Varane or someone who you're like a Marquinhos, someone that you know is going to do the job centre-back?
Yeah.
And say, but I have to have McFred and Thing again next year because I couldn't have enough money for that. Would you take, because you're saying centre-backs are part of the priority?
And this is the thing, and that's the only little part that hurts me, because I would say we're Man United, and saying that we
shouldn't have to choose.
Like, is ridiculous. Someone hit me up the other day and said, would you risk everything for the Europa League and kill our Premier League position? Like, what one are you going to choose? I said both. Like, there used to be a time at this club when we say we want to fight in all competitions. We want all the cups. Do you know what I mean? So you saying I can only pick one player, says who? We should
says our budget and says Man United how we run.
That's madness.
It is madness. You said it's right, but that is what we have to do.
I know what you're saying, but the biggest club globally and all these things and all the money that comes into this club pumped in heavy, you ask yourself, why can't we address the positions that need addressing? It's not like we're going out and saying, let's just add things for no reason. These are things we need. Do you know what I mean? We need a centre-back. We need a CDM. If this kid that we got, Ahmad, that's supposed to be, like, he's 35 million. I'm not cussing Ahmad at all. But if they said he's ready, he ain't playing. Do you know what I mean? So if you're saying he's not ready, then you need to find someone. And if Cavani wants out, you need to find someone. It's like we're not doing excess. Like, I believe Man City have excess. They have players that kind of don't really need, like, they're just there, innit? Now we're saying we need people to actually make this first 11 better. It's not hard. Like, what do we do in Matic next season?
He's got to be phased out. He probably won't play a lot. Jamal says good market should be Andre Belotti for 15 million, Sancho for 85 million, Basuma, maybe Varane / Koundé, sell Lingard, Matic, Andreas, Bailly, maybe Mata as well. Ideally, 100%, but it's just not going to happen all in one go. That's too much movement. I just can't see it. I agree with you, Jamal. I do, but
and the funny thing is, the question is now, when do you do them moves? Because you don't do them moves, and these players don't sign new contracts. And then we're now in the same, we find ourselves in the same situation. Go ahead.
This is an interesting one from Chris Burton. I've never really seen it put like this before. The problem with the defense is the right side, because Lindelof and Bissaka are not up to the standard of Maguire and Shaw. We need a backup right back and a main centre back.
It's so mad. You know what? Like,
it's a fair point, you know.
People will say, you're trying it. You're trying it, and I'm not gonna buy it. Are you trying to say that? Flex. I hate you.
Oh my god, what?
What are you trying to say? So you're now saying that
I'm reading out the super. Ask Chris Burton what he's trying to say. Why are you asking me? I didn't pay $4.99 to say this.
I'm not doing it today. I'm not defending Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I can't.
No, he says get a backup right back and a main centre back.
Wait, hold on. The problem in defense is the right is the right side because Lindelof and Bissaka are not to the standards of Maguire and Shaw. Need a back RB and a main centre back. Guys, come on. I can't do this, bruv. It's not every week that we're going to get into this situation.
But he's not saying, he's saying get a backup right back. So he's still saying play your...
So are we saying that Maguire's not making mistakes? That's what we do. That's what it's come to do right now. That's what we're saying.
What are you talking about?
No, because you're saying Maguire and Shaw have this amazing relationship, and that's the...
Why can't anyone put any form of criticism towards over that side of the pitch, by the way?
Huh?
Why is that not allowed?
I'm just saying that the right back's not the problem.
He's not saying the right back's the problem. He's saying that the relationship between the right back and the centre back, the relationship. And then he's saying get a backup right back, just to give a bit of... He's still saying, he said backup. He didn't say get a new right back. Then he specifies main centre back. So he's specifying the roles. He's specifying the roles. He's saying backup and main.
Who's the best out of Maguire and Lindelof? Go on. Who's the best out of the two of them?
Maguire.
Why do you say that?
I think that he's more commanding. I think that he is growing into a bit of a leader's role, and I think that
what makes you say he's more commanding? What's giving you that? Like, how do you back that up? Because when you talk about someone, so if I say what I think Lindelof brings, he's calm on the ball, and yes, there's the talks about him getting bullied. He gets targeted, and he's been managing those battles. And you said,
would you say Lindelof's calm on the ball, like because he does that thing? Like he always, like his hair, like he.
I'm saying that Maguire, yeah, you're so dumb. Maguire, yeah, funny enough, Maguire was supposed to score like at least what? Maguire's not an aerial threat in the opposition's box. We know that, yeah. And somehow I imagine him to command, and he doesn't as commanding as you say he is. I don't think he is. I don't like, and then can he play that ball? The ball that you
got an agenda against Harry Maguire.
No, I don't. I don't. I think that like
no, because even when he's been doing consistently good, you're still judging him. What you're doing is you're still judging him off the form, like at the beginning, like I said, when he was really poor. But you're not taking into account that the last few months he's been good.
I've given him an 8 before, bruv, on the fan forum.
No, you can't do that. That's just like saying I scored a goal at Power League again. Like, you can't just do that. That doesn't mean just because you said it one time.
Flex. Wait, Flex.
You can't do that.
Flex, I know you're doing. It will not work today. I've been reading my books.
I'm actually being serious as well. It's the worst thing.
I haven't got a Maguire agenda. Maguire has. You do. I'm just saying that I don't think he's clear of him. I don't think Maguire is clear of. I don't think Maguire is clear of Lindelof. I don't think that. Well, that's the honest truth. I think Lindelof has got that. He can find the pass. He can, even the way he brings the ball into midfield, I think that's pretty good. Have you seen Harry where he whips it out to Luke Shaw and gets that going like he does? He steps in a lot, whips the ball out to Luke Shaw a lot, starts the attack. He does it too. I can give you a multitude of Harry mistakes, probably more than I can find for Lindelof. Let's be real.
Did you see Lindelof try and clear the ball the other day?
I saw that one. It was his fault. But I was
just checking.
Yeah. And I'm talking about scraping, like at the time, yeah, it gets to this thing when you argue and you talk about scraping the barrel, fam. I've said that I don't want to see none of these two at this club. I've said that before. So now you're asking me to choose.
So why is your agenda not equally against Lindelof then? If they're both not good enough,
I still believe that. I don't think Lindelof is the worst defender. I think that together they just don't bring the best out in each other.
Does Shaw make Maguire look good, but because Wan-Bissaka's not good, he doesn't make Lindelof look good then?
Oh, get out with this, bro.
No, I'm saying, but basically with what Gershon's saying, he's saying Shaw makes Maguire look good. So I'm asking, with Wan-Bissaka, because he's not like elite level, does he not make Lindelof look good?
So we're saying right now that, let me just understand what the United fan base is doing. I just want to know, yeah? We're saying now that Maguire is good, yeah?
Stop saying weird. I just want
to know because of Shaw's great form. We're now saying that Maguire is good. Yeah, is that what we're doing? I just want to know.
Well, you can only speak for one person who's put the chat there, and Gershon says that Shaw makes Maguire look good. So I'm just saying, is Wan-Bissaka making Lindelof look bad then?
And then Wan-Bissaka is making the right hand side look good, and that's a fact. You know it.
He's making the right side look good.
It looks good because Sterling still can't Well, people can't come down that wing and enjoy themselves.
So it looks good defensively.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah, of course, I agree with that.
There you go.
What does it look like going the other way?
Oh, shut up. I know what you're trying to do, and I'm
asking you. Oh my! I thought the whole point of this is to be able to answer normal questions, and it's like you just don't want to answer no questions
because you know what happens, bro. You know this is. I just know.
I know what happens.
It's an agenda. You have an agenda.
I spoke about agendas, and you got one against Harry Maguire. We've cleared that up.
Agenda against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. You got.
I don't have an agenda against Wan-Bissaka. I like Wan-Bissaka.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka's doing.
I really like Wan-Bissaka.
When I call you and say Aaron Wan-Bissaka's doing well, you say he's doing his job.
Yeah, because you keep talking about mediocrity and stuff like this, and when he controls the ball, because it's such a great achievement, you're ringing me about it.
There you go. That's it. I like what you're doing.
You're ringing me about it.
I'm not doing it.
You can't. If Martial controls it, do I ring you?
Is Martial doing his job, Flex?
No, I'm talking about controlling it.
Martial's got 4 goals. Is he doing his job, Flex?
No, but there's a thing about doing your job, and there's a thing called just being a professional footballer. If you control the ball, don't ring me for controlling the ball.
No. You said he should do it. You say certain players should do their jobs. When players do their jobs, there should be no real conversation. Yeah?
You called me when Wan-Bissaka controlled the football. Do you know how mad that is?
I called you because you said that his touch is poor and he can't get out.
Yeah, and because he controlled it, you was like, see, his touch is not poor. He just controlled the ball.
He's still doing his job defensively.
I never said he was never doing. When have I ever said he was never doing his job? See, what your agenda's doing is clouding you. You know.
No, it isn't.
I know you've just read the book "Ego is the Enemy" because I recommended it to you. But it's being the enemy now. You're letting the enemy in.
No, I can't. I'm not.
He's angry. What?
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Guys, we've come to the end of the show. The Champions League has kicked off. We're going to go across and watch it. Hopefully, City get knocked out, and I would love to see Bayern go through because actually, no. If City go out, I wouldn't mind PSG going through, but if City go through, then we need Bayern. They're the only ones who can stop them. AWB is one, if not the best one-on-one fullbacks, 100%, but he offers nothing else. Ooh. Poor ball control, passing, crossing, bad marking, and defensive awareness position, says Sam. Well, argue with his £5, not argue with me, KG. That's just what Sam said.
Wait, let me put out. Someone said, wait. Where's the line?
Exactly. And the Rabona won't even need to go to anyone. It was just because he tried it. It would just ring me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. We'll have the press conference tomorrow. The lead up to the second leg against Granada on Thursday, and we will see you then. See you later. Peace.
You're annoying.